Hey guys, this is the first episode of I Hate New York. It's a podcast in which I bitch about New York. I've got a love-hate relationship with it, and it's going to be me being very negative about New York, talking with someone who's going to try to bring me back to loving it completely. So my first guest today is Meka Mo. She's a really funny comic. She lives in Astoria, Queens. She's one of the funniest people on the scene right now. Check her out. We're talking about how much summers in New York stink, the rat problem, the rent is too damn high, and robot dog cops. Check it out. Like, subscribe, share, let other people know. We really want it to be a success. So we appreciate everything you do with the thumbs up, hit the bell so you know when the next one's coming. Thanks, guys. All right, what's up, guys? We are here at the I Hate New York podcast.
Oh.
My name is Alan Fuchs. I'm here with comedian Meka Mo. What's up, Meka?
I'm doing well, but I do not hate New York, Alan. I don't know what he's talking about.
So yeah, I don't like really hate. I'm in love, and I'm in a love-hate relationship, and I actually want to be pulled back into love.
Got it.
I'm sort of like in this relationship where I'm like, I got one foot out the door.
Okay.
But I'm looking for a reason to stay.
Okay, where would you go? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
There's
I'm
no way to
thinking
go.
about Austin. I'm thinking about Canada. I'm thinking about LA.
Canada.
UK. You know?
UK.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anywhere they speak English and I can do stand-up.
Okay, I get that. Okay. We could, yeah. Do you want opinions or like?
Well, we get into it. Let's get into it. I want to bitch a little bit about New York.
Okay.
That's what this podcast is, you know.
Okay.
Maybe we'll also like if you have, maybe help me like with a silver lining. You
Okay.
know? We could bitch about it and maybe like try to find the silver lining to it.
I mean, there's so many, so yeah. Let's do it. Go, bitch, please.
So we'll get into it. But first of all, I'm going to plug some dates. I'm going to be in Parsippany on Friday, April 21st. I'm going to be in Cleveland with Robin Shaw on May 11th and Providence, Rhode Island on this May 17th, also with Robin Shaw.
Okay, cool.
So add me on Instagram, Alan Fuchs, ALLANFUKS, and message me for more information, and I'll tell you all about it.
Awesome.
What about you, Meka? Anything you want to plug?
So I do have a 2-year anniversary show coming up for Purple Park Comedy, which is my show that I started in Astoria, Queens, because I'm a New York native, third generation. It's at April 23rd at 9:00 at the Stand. So I'm doing 30 minutes with my partner, Gilberto Soto. It's going to be a fun show.
Okay.
So folks could come out to that. And also, I also have a podcast I need to plug. It's an emotional wellness comedy podcast, so it's completely different from this.
Yeah.
But it's called We're Done Here, and you can find us across your streaming platforms.
That would have been a good name for my podcast.
Oh,
I'm done here.
That's true. That would have been. I don't know why
I'm
I
so
called my
done
podcast.
here. Yeah, that's right. All right, yeah, check out Meka Mo. Go see her live. She's really, really funny. So,
Thank you.
All right, let's get to it. Stuff we hate about New York. We're just on the way here. We're talking before we started recording how much the summers here are horrific. Right?
I hate the heat. Like, I just hate the heat, all the people.
And you're dressed like you're ready for like a Caribbean vacation.
Well, because I have to be, or I'll just sweat. I don't know, like just because.
But you're still uncomfortable wearing that.
I was still hot walking down the street. There's too many people. And also,
do you take the subway to get here?
I took the subway.
Yeah, that's torture in the
and
summer.
I took 3 trains.
Oh. 3 trains to get here?
Well, yeah, because I live in Queens. We're going to Brooklyn.
Wow. Okay.
3 trains.
Yeah.
So that sucks. Being next to people on the subway, the smells. Yeah.
That's New York City is not meant for anything over 70 degrees. Because over 70 degrees, the smells really hit you.
Yeah.
I've got a strong sense of smell.
It's true.
The city is not built for people who can smell.
No, it's not.
No, you You want? I mean, I'm actually almost like I almost want to look into like how can I destroy my sense of smell.
I mean,
COVID was almost going to help us. You know,
COVID was great in that regard. So I hate, and I also don't like the sun beaming on me.
No,
and then it feels hot. You know, when you're on the street with no shade. So it's just bad. But the nighttime is fine.
Yeah, and it's messed up too. You got to take Queens and Brooklyn are right next to each other.
Yeah,
it sucks. We would take 3 trains to get to someplace that's like by car should be maybe like around 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's very true.
It took me like 40 minutes to get here.
Because of the traffic.
And it should take me like 20 minutes. Yeah, because of traffic.
Yeah.
So that's some other stuff I hate about New York.
Okay.
And really like just like we bitch about transportation.
I mean, the transportation, well, Yes and no,
Yeah.
but what do you hate about it?
Well, first of all, the subways, only some of them are air conditioned.
That's true.
Right?
Occasionally,
So that's a problem.
okay.
And we need, you know, what we need. I know now we're gonna get to this, right? They have a rat czar, someone who's gonna try to murder all the rats.
Yeah.
That's okay. We're gonna talk about that, but we need like a hygiene czar, and we need like a manners czar, and we need like you're going crazy czar.
Well, that's
So-
okay for the trains, for the sub,
For everything.
for everything. No, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, we do need a hygiene czar for sure.
Hygiene's. I would be a great hygiene czar.
You think you would be a
I'd be
hygiene
a great
czar?
I could.
Really?
I could spot a dirtbag from a mile away. Yeah.
You know what's so
Yeah.
funny? I was in China before the pandemic, and the woman, she was a Chinese woman. She came to New York. She was like, "It's so dirty because you guys don't have communism." She said, "She's like, so nobody gets paid to clean up the streets."
That's not.
I was like, "We
communism.
have garbage people,
Yeah.
like garbage men or women,
Garbage-
whatever."
We have garbage people too. I
But
dated some of them.
You know what?
Yeah.
We should spend more money on garbage collectors or whatever it's called.
Yeah, the garbage collection is definitely not frequent enough.
No, it's not. It's not.
I don't understand why. I know New York produces a shit ton of garbage,
Oh,
but it's not. There's no. We have to do something where it's not piling up. We got to work on that.
but you know the city they do that purposely. Like we only collect garbage on certain days. Like there's more cops
Why is that
than
purpose?
garbage.
Why is that purpose?
I don't know. I think they just cut. I don't know.
We can't enough. If they're taking money away from garbage and they're putting it into like Grand Central Station, like,
Which is like
I think
nah.
they're spending like $7 billion on Grand Central Station to make it look nice. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Make Grand Central Station look like the world's biggest dump. I put all the garbage into Grand. I never take Grand. You
Yeah,
take
I
Grand
don't
Central
give a- I don't
Station. I
give a
take
fuck
like
about Grand
once in a
Central.
blue moon.
No, to go
Yeah.
up was it upstate? Yeah,
Maybe.
maybe.
But I don't care what it looks like. I don't care. I don't want tourists to go in there and be like, okay, more salt. No, like stop it. Put the
No.
money into the garbage and yanking dirty people off the street.
The dirty
that's
people.
Gonna be,
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
You could say what you want about New York. There's too many dirty people, but we're not like San Francisco. I think there's rules here in
that's
New
not-
York.
I don't know if that's a standard you want to.
I mean, it's not the standard I want, but it could
Yeah,
be worse.
we're not Satan's asshole either. You know,
it could
so
be
like,
worse.
yeah, I mean, it could always be worse.
I feel like
yeah.
our dirty people, they know there's rules. Whereas in
Yeah.
like other California, I feel like they have no rules. I don't know.
I think I
It's
read in
weird.
California now, like the homeless people are getting naked. There's like all
Yes.
this like homeless nudity on
Yeah,
the streets.
that is happening.
And
I've seen
I feel
that.
like that's another job I'd like to do. I'd like to connect homeless people to OnlyFans
Oh,
and
make some
show.
money.
I think he makes some money.
There's something out there for
People want
everybody.
to be into homeless nudity.
Yeah, that's true. There's
Yeah.
something out there for everyone. But I will say, in terms of the transportation system,
Uh-huh.
so for those people who don't know about New York City, the train is like $2.75
Mhm.
or something like that, which is the cheapest transportation system in the world.
Right.
It also runs 24 hours.
Right.
And it's actually a great equalizer. So if you grow up poor in New York, and I'm sorry, I have a social science degree. That's the only reason why I know this. You have more upward mobility because you can move on the trains. It runs 24 hours.
Right.
It goes everywhere. It's the only system like that in the United States.
Yeah.
So in that regard, it's pretty awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
Mhm.
Not a fan of the murder.
I mean, how much
robberies.
murder is there?
There's some murder. What do you mean?
California- LA has
there's
way
some stabbings,
higher-
murders, pushing onto the tracks, people getting beaten up, robbed.
LA has a higher murder rate than we do.
Than we do?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that?
No, I'm positive. Look it up.
Really?
Yes. Yeah. I
All
know
right.
about these things.
Let's look it up. We'll look it up. We'll look it up.
It is. It's like, yeah. So LA has a higher murder rate. You mentioned London or UK. So they have a high stab rate, which I don't, because they don't have guns, so they're stabbing each other.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll stab a nigga. Like, we could fight. But that's different. But yeah. So we have a low murder rate.
All right, let's find out.
Not low murder rate, but per capita of people, like, we're lower.
All right, crime rate, New York City versus Los Angeles. So, slightly. Yeah. All right.
But we have more people. Or they have more people? I
They
don't know.
said the crime rate is LA for let's see, violent crimes including murder, rape, robbery, and aggravated assault. LA scored 29.1. New York City has 28.2.
Okay. They're higher still.
They're a little bit higher,
But
but
they have less people, I feel, than us.
their
Like,
cost of living is lower.
oh, that's because they drive.
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Let's see. And then let me see what other stats there are.
Yeah.
We'll take a look at some other stats, but well, that loads. So
Mhm.
So even like if they're like, even if it's like a little bit higher, it's still a problem. You know,
I mean, do you?
you feel comfortable? You feel comfortable riding the subway late at night after your spots?
I don't ride the subway late at night. I take an Uber.
Okay. Well, yeah.
I mean, you gotta be smart. You just be riding the subway all times of the night. I mean, it depends what time
well, you
it
should
is.
be able to. What do you mean? You don't think you should be able to?
I don't think so. Like I
paid for my Metro card. I should be able to use it 24/7 without worrying about
no, because nowhere is like. First of all, New York is one of the safest large cities in the United States. The United States is the dangerous ass country.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. I don't feel safe anywhere late at night. I'm a woman, so yeah, take the fucking cab. Yeah, that's what is there. There's no city where I feel comfortable late at night riding anything public.
All right. Well, yeah, LA also, it's more dangerous with property crime too.
Yeah, see, LA, it ain't all sun and rainbows. No. And they're crazy. I don't like those people. Sorry.
I like some of these people should be like the people who wrote messages on here.
Yeah.
The commentators. They could be guests on this podcast.
Wait, what are they saying?
Someone wrote.
What website are you on? First of all,
I'm on bestplaces.net.
Oh, here we go.
Some guy, Tully from Boston wrote, "Filthy, deplorable, weak character. The people of New York aren't classy. They're not even decent.
Whoa,
rude."
Boston saying that?
Yeah, dude. Where are you in Boston? Well, I mean, you're this. I mean, come on, dude. Look in the mirror, man.
Not classy.
Boston is like so.
That's
so many rude people in Boston.
That's a shitty city.
And they close early.
Yeah, that's on. They don't have like the
and
people
the accent
have
is so not sexy.
The accent,
it's such a boner
people
killer.
are mean. Like I don't get it.
Yeah,
it makes no sense. Yeah.
And they still get like crazy wasted, even though like the bars close so early.
It's like, what are you gonna do at 2 a.m. when you're trash and you gotta go home? That's horrible.
There's some serious haters here. If I could give this place -5 stars, I would. Most of the people here are a giant waste of time. I agree with that.
New York has great people.
There are a lot of people who will waste your time.
No, that's true. But we have better people than LA and fucking Boston. Get out of here. Come on. All LA has is weather. If it rains in LA, you're fucked. Because it's basically nothing to do. And it's like you're surrounded by the worst people, mad traffic. What are you going to do? If it rains in New York, you can still have a good time. Actually, I feel like New Yorkers, we prefer the rain. We love it.
New York is so cool in the rain.
Oh my God.
The rain and fog in New York.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's my favorite.
I love it. And that's how New York is meant to be experienced.
Yeah, through the rain, honestly. Bad weather, it's fine. We love it. And less people outside.
So, we were talking about rats, right?
Oh God.
So there's a rat czar. Which is so annoying whenever they use that word. So
czar.
I hate that we ever started with that. It started with drug czar.
Yes, it's true.
But a czar was a horrible person.
It's like a Russian
in Russia. Yeah,
oligarch or like
they're horrible people.
Yeah, they're like.
I mean, they've always had horrible governments, but
yeah. I don't know why we say czar. It's weird. Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, so she's gonna take over. She's gonna try to solve the rat problem.
Oh, get out of here. Whatever.
So guess how much that pays the person they hired?
No, how much
to solve the rat problem?
How much?
$155,000 a year.
That's nothing really to solve a rat problem.
That's a lot. What do you mean?
For New York City, there's a city. First of all, there's 8 million.
Also, she's not gonna do anything. She's not gonna solve. She's gonna solve the problem.
She's not gonna solve $150,000. You can't solve a rat problem.
No, that's what they're paying.
That's what they're paying. But I don't
know what budget they're giving her.
I mean, like my rats are in this city. Have you seen the rats? They're huge. You need somebody who's making like $1 million a year.
you need. Well, I think maybe we could get like the homeless. We arm the homeless.
No.
I don't see what could go.
This is going down.
I don't see what could possibly go wrong if we arm the homeless.
This is going down
and have them hunt the rats.
They would hunt us. But
probably.
It's funny.
But if they get a few rats too, that's not a problem.
So I have a theory about the rats. Yeah. It's so funny that you talk about this. I was on a Zoom call with this woman in Texas. She's talking to me about the rats. As I say, I live in New York City. And I told her, I was like, I live in Queens, right? So I was like, I understand the rats everywhere, whatever, but there's a lot in Brooklyn and there's a lot in Harlem. I never go to the Bronx. So I don't know what's going on up there. But I would say, depending on where you live in the city, the rats are a bigger problem than they are for other people. And Queens is one of those boroughs where we don't have that many rats. Like, there's a few, but not like Brooklyn.
Queens isn't as bad. I don't know why it's not. It's weird. It's
just not. It just isn't. It's just great. You go down, I don't know, some parts of Brooklyn, like Crown Heights, it's like during the pandemic, the rats were like crawling over your legs. Anyway.
Queens were like somehow lucky.
I don't know. we just got like, that's why I was like, I don't know about this rat
You
life.
notice we have a lot of Guidos.
There's so many
I think maybe there's
Guidos.
something to bad cologne. And the shitty music,
I don't know. Maybe
bad
it's
cologne and
scared
shitty
as
music.
fuck. Yeah.
Rat czar. That's what you do. That's how you fucking attack the rats.
You queens it. You queens
Yeah,
it.
play some shitty fucking EDM and spray Dracar Noir everywhere. Is that what the Guidos still? I don't know what Guidos were.
I haven't hung out with the Guidos since high
That's
school.
like old Jersey Guido.
Yeah.
I don't know new Guido. I don't know.
Are they anymore? I don't feel like they're not doing that anymore.
No, they're Guidos.
They're
I'm
still
surrounded by
around?
Guidos. Yeah, there are nightclubs all in my neighborhood. They just keep opening up.
Okay.
Like, it's like one after another. It's just a nightmare.
I'm like
That's
so
another thing I hate about New
out
York.
of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen a Guido since, I don't know, a long
New York
time.
should have one dance club,
No.
and that's it. Yeah, one dance club.
Well, Giuliani shut down the clubs back in the early 2000s.
Giuliani kind of solved. I mean, I don't know.
He didn't solve.
He created and solved some problems.
He cut the mob.
Right.
So he destroyed the mob.
The mob.
So that happened.
Yeah.
But he is one of the reasons why we have unaffordability today, I feel, him and Bloomberg.
Oh, really?
They're part of the housing crisis.
Because
That's
they
why
brought
we
in
have
Disney and all these big companies.
Well, yeah,
they got rid of the porn shops, the porn theaters.
They made New York City used to not be that expensive,
Yeah.
and it got Bloomberg more of a problem than Giuliani in that regard.
Right.
In terms of just, I don't know, he made the city Disneyfied, as you said.
He Disneyfied it.
Yeah,
Disneyfied
condos, all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, we need to bring in someone who's going to bring back the porn theaters.
Yeah.
The porn shops.
Yeah.
And make life a little bit more unlivable for rich people.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a strong advocate for this.
Yeah. Set the Whole Foods on fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
I actually, so this is the
like
problem.
go back to selling fruit on the street. Like
Yes.
empower those people.
Exactly. Instead of arresting them like Giuliani. So that's another thing. He
Right.
arrested a lot of petty crime he wanted to clean up.
Yeah.
But I will say I have a theory. I was excited in the pandemic
Mhm.
because I thought Times Square was like it was like a forgotten zone. I was
Oh,
like,
I
the
loved it.
prostitutes are coming back.
Yeah.
Crime is coming back. Rents are going down.
Yeah.
And then I don't know. 9 months later, everything's super expensive, and I'm just like, ugh, it sucks. Wasn't that a great time?
It would be nice if we could like get another pandemic, but they just target certain people with it.
Yeah, I
Right?
like that
That'd be
idea.
nice.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like basically take all the rich people out of the cities and have them do
Because
whatever.
that's what we all found out because we got like COVID rent dip.
Yes, that was awesome.
You talk about silver linings in New York City. That's a silver lining, guys.
That was a silver lining. Yeah, I got my
all
current
the
apartment.
death
Yeah,
caused us to save some money on rent. And that was a big. You know, maybe I don't hate New York too much. But and I'm sorry if someone you love died. You know, terrible. But but you know what I mean. You know, like that's the other problem in New York. Whenever there's a victim of crime, or it just seems like whenever there's a victim of anything, this might just be anecdotal, right?
Yeah.
Or we just like read something, it's like cognitive bias, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's always like, you know, someone was stabbed in the park and she was in the Peace Corps and just about to solve, poverty and find the cure for cancer.
I mean,
and and meanwhile, there's like a homeless guy who's like bashing his head against a tree, and no one's even
no
near
one
him.
really cares.
But yeah, not that I'm against homeless people bashing. Well, I'm
Homeless
not
people
against do whatever. I want the homeless people to get naked.
The homeless people
It's
here
a hot
live.
day.
No,
you deserve
no.
it. Do it in front of a Whole Foods though.
This is not San Francisco. The homeless people here live by rules, like
Yeah.
every other New Yorker. Those
Yeah.
homeless people over there, I don't know what happened, but like they're going. I'm just like, sit down, beg for your money, and be up. Like, they're crazy in San Francisco. Yeah.
Yeah, in San Francisco, they're a little bit. You know what? We got to do like a free weed for the homeless. Because
You think they
a
want
lot of
that?
our homeless are on
Yeah.
all sorts of drugs.
Yeah, they need marijuana.
And we just got to just give them marijuana. Like if
Yeah.
we're not going to solve the problem, get them high.
Get them high.
But like with the right drugs, like indica.
Indica, so they fall
give
asleep.
them a lot of indica.
Yeah, they fall asleep. They will
We need
feed them.
sleepier homeless people.
Yeah.
Melatonin. I'll share my melatonin gummies with a homeless person.
Yeah.
This is gonna. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna get into trouble a little bit for this, but
Probably.
probably, yeah. Anyway, there's a New York Times article that's so good.
What's it
They
about?
just compiled all these rat horror stories.
Oh my God. That's what that lady was talking about. And I was like, not in Queens.
Which lady?
The lady from Austin. She's like, I
Oh,
literally was
yeah.
talking to her and she's like, oh my God, I heard you have so many rats. And I'm like, I'm fine.
Austin's got a lot of problems.
Yeah.
They got a lot of open micers, which to me is almost worse than rats.
Yeah, that's true.
But follow your dreams, guys. Anyway, so they had like a whole bunch of these, but the craziest one is the guy who fell into a sinkhole that was just a pool of rats
Where was the sinkhole?
in New York.
I know, I get it. Like,
And I
I'm
mean,
like,
it
what
is I
street?
hate New York. Yeah. It wasn't in Mumbai. Although I hate Mumbai would be good too, I think.
Mumbai is a
It's
lot
probably
of
cleaner than New York at this point.
same.
Same?
It's giving same.
I've heard some horror stories.
It's giving same.
But yeah, there's so many great stories here.
Sinkhole.
Chinatown, like they had like
No, Chinatown got mad rats.
if you're afraid of rats, stay out
Fuck
of
it.
Chinatown.
Chinatown got the rats.
cheap rent's not worth it.
No, it really is. Also,
Stay
the Chinese
away.
have a lock on that cheap rent. Hopefully, like the Hasidic
Yeah.
Jews, they never get the gentrification. I hope for the Chinese, but
Yeah.
that Chinatown's kind of done anyway. Sorry.
But Hasidic, like I'm Jewish and I've worked with Hasidic Jews. I don't think I've been in those communities. I've never seen a rat. So I don't know.
That's interesting. The Hasids
But also,
good
and
at-
I think I can say this as a Jew.
yeah.
Our food is, Chinese food is way more delicious.
Oh my God,
So I
yeah,
feel
that's
like if
true.
you're a rat,
Yeah,
you got a
that's true.
choice.
That's true. Wait, can I
I'm
say
not- I'm not
Hasids?
picking
Is
the
that
filter,
like a
I don't care. I don't get
no,
offended. Yeah.
I need to know. Is you supposed to say that?
You're asking the wrong person.
I need that. But Hasidic Jews don't even talk to me.
I'm like, well, we're in Brooklyn. We'll go outside and ask.
They're not going to talk to me. They'll talk to you.
Really, they'll talk to you?
They don't.
You think
Hasids
they're all
don't-
racist? Or are they,
No,
are they
they're
assholes?
not racist. This Hasids.
They're just they're insular.
yeah, they're
they
insular.
only talk to their own
Yeah.
people?
Hasids are like, they don't care about that type of stuff. They just care about like who's Jewish. That's all
Yeah.
they care about.
Well, we can always convert. Would you ever consider converting?
No, but I
No.
did at one point.
Wait, what if you met like the man of your dreams? He's Jewish.
I dated a
And he
Jewish
was
guy
like-
for 7 years, so I did
Yeah.
consider it.
Oh, really?
But we
Did
broke
he-
up, so I was like,
Oh, okay.
I was like, I'm not getting married, and I'm not converting. I don't care about religions.
So I'm going to find out about the sinkhole, but this is the thing that freaked me out the most.
Okay.
He didn't want to yell because he was afraid there were going to be rats inside his mouth.
Oh my God.
He couldn't even yell
even
because he's afraid the rats would get in his mouth.
Wait,
He's
I'm
like,
confused. What's a sinkhole? Like, I get it. I'm confused. Where does he walk it? Like, this doesn't make any sense. This whole story.
he
makes
fell
no
through the
sense.
sidewalk. The
No.
sidewalk fell apart.
In Brooklyn?
It would suck if he's overweight.
Even more
Speaking of, we were
reason to
talking
lose
about joining a
weight.
gym earlier.
Yeah, I didn't have time to
BQE,
lose
baby,
weight.
reasonable hours, and not too bad. I think it's like, $30 a month or something.
I got
So
like 2 weeks to lose 30
if you're
pounds.
breaking through the sidewalk, you may want to consider
Yeah.
getting to swimsuit shape. So it was in the Bronx.
That makes sense.
Yeah, the Bronx is fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I lived in the Bronx. Yeah.
Oh, did you?
I can see it happening. Yeah.
Mm, yeah.
I grew up in the Bronx.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Um,
That's why you hate New York.
Oh my God. He was there for 30 minutes.
What?
30 minutes.
Is he like a New York native or he's just
Oh
some
my-
random dude?
Yeah, a New York native would have just like parkoured over that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He would just like pole vaulted. He was like ready,
But maybe this stops people from moving. Maybe this is our rent decrease.
And that would have been like a Hulk moment for me where I like
Yeah.
find like inner strength.
okay.
And there's no way I am going to be in like a bed of rats for
Oh.
30 minutes.
Oh my
no
God.
way,
Did he
dude.
have-
How are you not climbing out?
I feel like you could die.
There's no way this guy was in shape. I mean, no offense to overweight people, there's no way.
I feel like he could die.
Oh my God. I would die. I'd die of embarrassment. I'd die of like, I don't know if I could ever like be
I
in New
don't
York
know.
again.
Like, I
I'd
feel-
move you move immediately. That happens to you. That's like a sign. You got to get the hell out of New York.
You gotta get the hell out of New York after that
you
sinkhole.
got to go. You got to
Okay.
go.
I mean, I don't go to the Bronx, so I really don't know what happens there, but sounds horrible.
Ooh.
No, that's really bad. But like, that's not
Oh.
normal. That's like a freak accident.
Yeah.
So the woman that's getting paid $150,000 a year, don't you think she needs more money
155.
now? $155,000 a year.
Let's do it on commission. I want to see
Okay.
her stats. Let me see how many rats you take down.
That's true. But also 155,000, that's not good for like, where does she live?
I don't. It depends. I mean,
I'm like, shouldn't she?
They should put her in Chinatown. Put her in Chinatown, one of these buildings that's collapsing from all the rats in the walls, and she'll get to work. She'll that would be a fire in her ass.
She can. I feel like it's like one of those CEO jobs though that you need like so much money because it's just so taxing. There's more rats than people.
She beat out over 900 people applied for this job.
Did she? Wait, what's her qualifications?
She's got a master's degree
in what? Rats? Like that makes no sense. Master's degree in rats.
That's not a bad thing to study if you're living in New York.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, then you know to like jump the hell out of a sinkhole. Don't just stay there for 30 minutes.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
We'll find out. We'll find out what her master's is in. But anyway, it's there are rats in there are a lot of rats in toilets too.
Like our actual toilets? Like
in
you think
actual toilets. You gotta look before you sit down on a toilet, always look.
You know what's so crazy?
And check periodically.
Because we're always in comedy clubs, you know?
Yeah.
That's
and they're
like,
in basements.
Yeah.
And they're dank.
We're like, I feel like the rats, I feel like the comics, like we're really hanging out with the rats.
No, I mean, I've done shows where like, you know, a rat runs through the room.
Yeah, I've seen that, yeah.
No one does anything. And people leave. And there are a couple of people left for some reason.
Yeah.
And the show's still going on.
Actually, I've seen.
And they're just like, just keep your eye out.
I've seen shows where rats.
And their legs are just up. And they're just watching. Like, I mean, I love comedy. But I see a rat. I'm out. You know?
People stay. I've seen rats. I was somewhere. Sam Morrison was performing.
Sam Morrison.
Yeah. Funny comic here in New York City. Yeah. During the pandemic, like 2 rats were like right in front of him. And we just kind of all sat there and just looked at them. And it was a big joke.
And then nothing. Yeah.
I mean, he made jokes about it. And, you know, that was, you know, we were just like, whatever. It was in Brooklyn. So we knew it would be there. You know what I'm saying? What happened to where's the mice? Wait, like, because the mice are different from the rats, right?
I'm not a rodent expert, but yeah, so mice are different.
So we don't have a mice thing. It's a rat thing.
It's a rat thing. Yeah.
Wow. Fat mice.
Yeah. I'm trying to find the info on this lady.
The rat czar.
Yeah.
I have to figure out who she is as well.
Let me see. New York City rat czar. What's her name? All these articles, like everything is.
It's paywall.
We have like people are like journalism is dying.
It
kind of like they're bringing on themselves because, and I know I'm bitching a little too much probably here, but you look it up. Like, do we need 5 million stories?
No.
On rat czar, and they're all pretty much like copying each other and just rewording it, like a college student doesn't give a crap. It's just you know, it's like all like it's almost like ChatGPT already. You know, like we just need a couple of stories on this, and that's it.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're gonna. What did she do? She's a former elementary teacher.
Oh.
Yeah, she was. Her last name's Karate, Italian.
Oh.
So are Italians good with rats?
I have no idea. They talk about rats a lot in the mob movies.
When the mob,
we'll feed you to the whatever.
We'll feed it to rats, or you're a rat. So they hate rats like a really bad thing. And
if you're Italian, American.
Mobs, all right, so that's good.
Italian Americans do not like rats.
She's calling them public enemy number 1. I don't know if they're public enemy number 1.
I
think murderers are public enemy number 1.
I actually feel the high rent is public enemy number 1.
The high rent. We'll get to that too.
The high rent is the problem, not the rats.
So you know how much they're going to give us? $3.5 million to try new methods to control rat populations.
That's nothing.
That is nothing.
That's what I'm saying. It's a drop in the bucket. She should get paid $3.5 million, and they need to give us $1 billion.
I'm telling you, give crossbows to the homeless.
I don't know. The homeless are going to shoot you. That's what's going to happen.
They're not going to shoot me. I'm fast.
But you know, we're not supposed to
call
them homeless. We're supposed to call them.
I'm always on the lookout for homeless about to shoot me.
We're supposed to call them housing insecure.
Oh yeah, unhoused. I'm sorry.
The unhoused.
Give the unhoused heavy military weaponry.
Yeah.
I can't find. Whatever. Who cares? She's got a master's in some bullshit. I'm sure.
Good for her.
Good for her. I'm sure the problem will be solved.
We need more money, but we'll see what happens.
This is amazing. Yeah. Anyway, you were talking about rents, right?
The rent's too damn high.
The rent's too damn high. Where did that guy go?
Oh my God, he was a legend. There was a guy.
I didn't care how mentally ill he looked. He looked like a wizard.
Yeah. He was right, but he said this like 15 years ago, right?
it was a while. Why did he go away? We
he
need him
didn't
now
win the
more than
election.
before.
I mean,
it's even higher now.
Yeah, maybe he's passed away.
Did they kill him? They probably killed him.
He was really old.
Yeah.
But yeah, that guy was no. The rent is too fucking high.
Yeah. Here's how high the rent is, right?
Okay.
Rent in Manhattan during March hit the highest level on record.
Hearing
it hit the highest apartments. Let's see. It hit $4,175.
Fuck out of here.
Brooklyn and Queens were marginally cheaper. Median rents are at or near $3,300.
I don't pay that.
$3,300. You pay that?
I don't pay that. You saw where I live. I'm not paying that.
That is crazy. That is crazy.
Who the fuck is paying these prices?
And people are doing it.
I hate
Brooklyn's $3,459.
Brooklyn's a shithole.
That's the second highest on record.
You know what? I've always hated these gentrifiers that move here and pay this fucking rent. Like, I hate them.
But all right, tell me, gentrification, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's more than just white people moving in.
No. So there could be black and brown gentrifiers as well. No,
it's just like in real estate. It's basically like real estate investors with a lot of money.
The guy who lives next door to me, like, I'm from Astoria. This is my neighborhood, whatever. But there's like 2 black guys in the building next to me. They're gentrifiers. They're not from the neighborhood. They make, one's a news reporter, the other one does some other shit. You don't have to be white to be a gentrifier. It's just that more white people take over spaces and they're really annoying about it. Yeah.
But I think that's everywhere. So I wasn't really annoying. There are a lot of annoying people out there.
Yeah.
Not just white people.
No, everybody. But white people take, when they come into a space, they Columbus it. Like they have a unique ability. That's a white thing. But other people, they play their music really loud.
But they have I've heard some loud Taylor Swift songs from white people too.
Really?
So sometimes you get the combo of bad but she's not bad.
I like Taylor. She's all right.
Canada, other countries too have this problem, with not just white people. It's like a lot of foreign investors.
Oh, so, we have New York has that problem. Yeah.
In Canada, they have this where you have a lot of foreign investors. We're seeing this in New York too.
Yeah,
people from Middle East, all these
Russians, Asia,
all these like Arab oil magnates, and these like guys who are probably Saudis who are like probably trillionaires, right? Yeah. And they're just buying up land. Yeah. That's driving up the prices.
No, that's true. That's true.
They're looking for someone to park their money.
Yeah.
And New York is just like the same thing happened in London.
Yeah,
London,
same thing happened in London.
All these like Russian, oligarchs.
Yeah.
They need a place to put their money. And London's like, come on in. The banks loved it. The banks welcomed it. So
it's the bank's fault.
I think it's less white people and more rich people.
No, it's definitely rich people. I say for New York specifically, I guess the way...
for me, like if I move in somewhere...
You're not a gentrifier. I'm
not having any impact.
No, you're not. You're from the neighborhood, so it's different. But it is a certain socioeconomic group. I will say what happened in a lot of New York City neighborhoods, a lot of the, I guess, more wealthy white people couldn't afford to live where traditionally they're supposed to live. So they started coming into black and brown neighborhoods more. Yeah. And then taking it over. And like they were like kicking out like old black ladies out of their buildings and out of their
they're not kicking them out. It's the landlords who are doing it.
Well, but no, or like they own the house. Like, so like...
Oh, they own the house and they're
and
like...
then the city and everybody, basically everybody wants them to sell so they can like, I don't know, do crazy shit.
But I have a feeling, like I grew up in the Bronx. People own homes.
We're not talking about you, white person.
No, I know. I'm not taking this personally. I'm just looking at the reality of it, and correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, no, tell me if I'm wrong, But I see it more like, it's more about, it's part of it is greed, part of it is money, the pressures on the economy, inflation, the cost of living going up while salaries are not keeping pace. So there are all these issues, you know? And I think you own a building and you can make twice as much money.
Yeah, I get
no matter
that.
what race, religion, ethnicity you are, it's going to be hard for you to be like, no, let me keep the rents low and not make twice as much or more.
No, I totally...
And I see it from the landlord's position too.
No, I get it. My dad's a landlord. I totally understand. We're African, African people. But no, I get it from that perspective as well. But it's for me as a native New Yorker, because Astoria, I'm from Astoria. It's not a black neighborhood. Like I grew up around...
It's diverse.
It's a diverse neighborhood. So it's funny because like my friends are all races and they call
all racist?
they're all different races.
Oh, races. Okay,
they're like different races, whatever. But they all call like the gentrifiers. I guess they all call them yuppies or whatever.
Yeah, a lot of yuppies.
So they think about them as like yuppies. They're usually white or whatever. And what we don't like about them is the fact they're from Middle America and that they're dumb. So they take the higher. Well, you're supposed to negotiate.
Right.
You're supposed to be like, nah, I ain't paying that.
That's another thing. We have so many shitty negotiators.
They're fucking stupid.
Yeah.
They come from like Wisconsin. New York is for immigrants. Yes, it's for rich people and like kind of like minorities, right?
Right.
That's who it's for. Like, don't come from Wisconsin and fucking pay $3,000 a month. I hate those people.
I'm telling you, I saw that in action. I went on a date with a girl who's Dominican.
Mm-hmm.
She left her keys in her car.
Okay.
And she called a guy to help, break into the car.
Yeah.
And I think he quoted her something like $250. She got him down to like 120.
Exactly. That's what you're supposed to do. It's literally the price. The price is inflated, so you can negotiate it down.
That's a stereotype. Like they think like Jews are hardcore negotiators.
It's all of us. Well, I don't know about.
She put me to shame. There's no way I would have gotten them down to 120.
That's a good price.
That's 120 from 250. I don't even know if that's a good price. I never leave my keys in my car.
I don't even know, but basically, you fight. Like my current apartment, I got a COVID deal on it, and I negotiated further.
Nice.
And I said, don't raise my rent this year. Like, I'm constantly I'm constantly fighting and arguing. Like, but Wisconsin people, no shade to Wisconsin.
They're not used to arguing and fighting.
No, just like whatever you say.
Yeah.
So as we say in the story, the fucking yuppies raising everybody's rents.
Well, is there a silver lining to that?
No, there's no silver lining. Well, for the old Greek people that own the building, I guess they can retire in Greece. I don't know. Like there's a silver lining for baby boomers.
Greek people locked the hell
they
out.
They bought those houses for like $20,000 in the 70s.
What the hell? My parents, I'm so furious with my family. Because my mom keeps telling me like we could have bought a 2-family house. They scrounged together, my parents and the grandparents, all scrounged the money together to buy a house. And they had a choice. They could buy a house in Jersey in the burbs. Yeah. Regular, whatever burbs, nothing special. Or 2-family in Queens. Now, right now, take a look. Take a look on Zillow what a 2-family goes for.
I'll never own.
We would have been rich.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have to do this shit.
Yeah. Yeah. My dad has the same problem because my parents were married. They lived in Brooklyn in Crown Heights. Yeah. They sold the house when they got divorced and he moved to Jersey because he's like, oh, New York's a shithole. But now he's like, what the fuck was I thinking? But, back in the day, Jersey was like the come up and New York was like the shithole. So, yeah, should have, could have, but the Greeks.
The Greeks
Smart.
They suck. They suck in their own country. They suck with money. Yeah. But here, I mean,
they just had
it's luck though, right? They had no clue.
They didn't know.
Come on.
They just got a cheap place and it became like a thing. Yeah. So, yeah.
Anyway, I feel like I'm pulling you more to my side, to the dark.
No. I love New York.
You're still gonna love New York, you think?
There's nowhere to go. I think we do
a couple episodes like this. You might.
There's nowhere to go, Alan.
I know.
Like seriously, where are you gonna go?
There's so many times I hate New York. And then I leave, and I'm like, you know what? I was wrong.
Don't you really just hate the other place as well?
I hate the other place. I just hate every place, everyone. And Trump. And we're not going to do anti or pro Trump. I don't want to get into the whole Trump thing. He's from Queens. I just want to,
That's on us. No.
The only thing that's annoying, he is from Queens, which is so weird.
It's not though, because he acts like he's from Queens.
He kind of does.
And nobody like gets to the he's just acting like some guy from Queens, by the way. And you don't trust that guy. He acts like it's like one of these people who just got lucky with money. Yeah, it's basically what it is. Yeah. He was born into it, you know. Yeah.
Which he did. But but yeah, like so first of all, I'm just bringing it back to New York. I hate that we're putting him on trial here in New York.
We are putting him on trial.
Just go to like upstate.
Go to Florida.
Go to upstate. If you've got to be in New York, I get it, Alvin Bragg. I get, it's got to be in New York City. But can we make an exception and start doing more stuff up north?
I feel like they're gonna
Albany needs more action.
Are there somebody? I feel like another state is bringing action towards it.
They are. He's got a lot of lawsuits.
He does live. He does like he's from here.
I know. But it's keep taking him from Florida. Do it in. Well, I think they're probably. I mean,
do that shit
I don't know. I don't know all of his lawsuits. There's a lot to keep track of. So
too much going on.
But I just hate that it's tying up traffic. Is that what's going on? Tie up traffic and
that's true.
It is kind of funny still because they're chanting New York hates you at him.
Oh, you know what? So the rally like 2 weeks ago they had like him coming in. Yeah, that was fun. Like there were a bunch of people outside.
It's fun to see a circus.
That's what I feel like.
It's always fun to see a celebrity dragged into court.
Yes, I feel
Michael
like,
Jackson was interesting.
Yes,
because he danced in a car, right? Did he dance in a car?
No, I don't think so. He like dangled a baby.
Am I mixing up with like
who danced in a car?
Thriller.
I'm like, wait. I think you're talking about
black and white. Was that what it was? Black and white danced in the car. All right, I mixed up the trial with the black and white. I don't know.
There was a baby.
He never danced on the car. Or he didn't dance in front of the courthouse.
No, he dangled a baby.
I don't dangle a baby.
I don't remember him dancing. I don't know. He be dancing a lot though. So.
He's dancing a lot, yeah.
Probably.
I don't blame. If you're Michael Jackson, why not dance, right?
I mean, he's the best. I fucking love Michael.
I would dance for the judge to shave off a little time.
Yeah,
or to
that's
be
true.
Like,
people like it.
I mean, I know maybe I'm guilty, but look at this.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at how I can move.
That's how Michael Jackson, like, you know, he does a lot, allegedly, but I don't know, we still kind of love him. Sorry.
You got to remind people, that's smart for Michael Jackson. I would have staged, I would have done a different song for the judge before the judge is like, like we're gonna break. I'm like, hang on, before we do, I just want to do a little Thriller for you.
Do a Michael.
I just want to do like Beat It. Yeah. That's smart. But yeah, so the last thing I want to talk about is robot dogs.
Oh God!
Did you see this?
I saw a TikTok with our annoying mayor who I hate. I hate him.
You hate him, really?
I do not like that man.
He's so well dressed.
First of all,
I want to know where he gets his suits and who tailors them.
Is he always outside? And I never liked him. He was an ex-cop from Brooklyn. I don't know where he's from. He lives in New Jersey though.
He has like big shot cop energy.
Exactly. He acts like a cop.
He acts like a cop.
He acts like a beat cop.
Who's got like a lot of side pieces.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like he'll pull you over and kind of like take his time.
Yeah.
And, like make you feel like lecture you a little bit.
Yeah.
And kind of, yeah.
But you could give him some money, he'll be okay. Like he's a little
Yeah, I feel like he would take a PBA card. You slip that in with the license. He'll be like, all right, buddy, I'll see you at the club later.
He has major cop. He should just be like commissioner of the cop. What's it called? Commissioner? Yeah,
he's
right?
single, right?
He's probably, what's that called? I don't know, a fuckboy? He's a fuckboy mayor. Yeah, he obviously. I don't know how old he is, but fuckboy mayor.
Women did a good job rebranding player to fuckboy.
Right? It's been very
player
effective.
Sounds kind of not bad, right?
Yeah.
Fuckboy is like, now everyone's kind of worried about it.
It has a negative connotation. Yeah, that's true.
So they got the robot dogs. How
much did that cost?
I bet you more than $3.5 million we're spending on rats.
Right. See?
Sick the dogs and the rats. Robot dogs versus rats.
Yeah.
I would watch that and put it on TikTok, monetize it. We just solved New York.
Wow. That's the plan.
That's the plan.
You solved the rat czar's problem.
Solved everything.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's I Hate New York. What do you want to plug, Meka?
So what else will I plug? You could check me out at Meka Social on Instagram. And I have a new YouTube channel that started, I don't know, a couple weeks ago. It's called Meka Mo Comedy. MEKAMO.
Cool. Alan Fuchs, ALLANFUKS. Add me on Instagram, TikTok. I have another podcast, Judges of History. Check out the last episode with Alonzo Bowden. That was an amazing episode. And also, I'm going to be, let's see, what do we say? I'm going to be in Parsippany on April 21st. And then Thursday, May 11th in Cleveland with Robin Shaw. And May 17th in Providence, Rhode Island with Robin Shaw. Bye, guys.
Bye.